This is the Kazdoy Closet. I'm Kazdoy. This is my closet full of all the stuff that I love. And today, we continue to celebrate the month of Noirvember with the film I saw years ago. I heard a lot about it, and I saw it at the UCLA Hammer Theater in Westwood, and couldn't wait to see it again and really hope to own it on Blu-ray. And now it's just been released on Blu-ray. It's a long-lost film noir classic from Argentina called The Bitter Stems. Let's check it out. That's right, we're talking about The Bitter Stems, also known as Los Tallos Amargos, its Spanish title. This is from 1956. It is in beautiful black and white. It's in Spanish with English subtitles. It's 92 minutes long. This one is about a journalist who is dissatisfied with his life and his career, and he meets up with this Hungarian refugee who has an idea for kind of a scam involving a correspondence school for other people who want to be reporters and writers. So before long, the journalist begins to suspect that this refugee is betraying him and lying to him. So things begin to unravel after that in a very noirish kind of way. So throw in some voiceovers, some flashbacks within flashbacks, some misdirection, lots of irony, lots of twists, and then some nightclub settings and some moody lighting, and you have a very good film noir. This is actually considered one of the best Argentinian films ever made and was a huge success when it was released. This film is also considered one of the best photograph films ever made between 1950 and 1997. The cinematographer was a man named Richard Eunice, and he was a protege of Greg Toland, who was the cinematographer for a little film called Citizen Kane, which broke all kinds of rules and broke all kinds of new ground for cinematography. It's a beautifully shot film. Scenes fade out, then transition to another setting, and then they fade in again, all accompanied by a voiceover narration. It's very effective, very fluid, and unusual and stylish the way he does that. There's also a very surreal 4-minute dream sequence near the beginning of the film, which explains a lot about the main character's backstory and his motivation. It also has a lot of the high contrast lighting and the shadowy effects so typical of this genre of film. The music in the film is basically another character. It's by Astor Piazzolla. He does a great job of conveying emotion of different characters, building suspense and building tension and creating mood. And I thought it was very reminiscent of the soundtrack for Psycho, which didn't come along until 4 years later. So I'm wondering if maybe the music for this film was an influence on Psycho. The lead performance is by Carlos Corres. He's very good in this. He reminds me sort of a cross between John Hamm and Ralph Fiennes. This was restored by the UCLA Film and Television Archive, along with the Film Noir Foundation and the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. It was found in the home of a private collector and was actually in pretty good shape. The film itself does take a while to get going. I'd say a good 25 minutes or so to really lay the groundwork for everything, but then the last hour really takes off. The interesting thing is that a simple conversation between the two main characters would have cleared up the confusion right away, but then of course we wouldn't have a film. Now this disc is produced by Flicker Alley. I've talked about them before. They do really great productions and of lost and classic films, and it looks great, it sounds great. So what do you get on this? Well, you get the Blu-ray and the DVD. You get the original cover art, reversible here, so if you want to look at the original Spanish cover art, you can flip that around in your disc, and you get a very nice booklet. In fact, I wanted to show you some of the cinematography from this film, so you can get an idea of just what a good job they did. There's a shot of our main character. That's a very important scene in the film after our main character did something he shouldn't have done. There's a photograph of the director who was actually pretty well known in Argentina. Another nice shot of the main character and one of the bad girls in the film in the nightclub. Our main character and his girlfriend. The Hungarian refugee character and his girlfriend. And one of the highlights of the film where our main character, again, does something that he should not have done. There are a few features on this film. There is an introduction by Eddie Muller, the head of the Film Noir Foundation. I've spoken about him before. There's a conversation between Muller and a film archivist about the film itself, its history, and where they found it and how they restored it. There is a short little documentary about the music composer. And there's a commentary by one of the best writers on the genre, Imogen Sarah Smith. And I listened to part of that, very informative and very interesting as always. There's the booklet, like I mentioned, it's a glossy booklet, another informative one. It's about 24 pages long. Now, where can you see this film? That's not going to be easy. It was on TCM, and if you have TCM as part of your cable TV package, and you get the TCM app, which is free, it's not on there right now, but maybe they'll show it again. Of course, you can always buy it. It's not that cheap. And you can also see it on YouTube, from what I understand. But I also understand that it looks pretty bad on YouTube. So there's the Bitter Stems. So keep an eye out, and maybe they'll show it again on TCM. Hope you like this video. Feel free to leave a comment or a suggestion down here. Feel free to leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Subscribe would be great. Share this with your friends and neighbors. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.